Hi, Hayden. Jeremy from TDot TV. Can you tell me something that you feel you had to adapt to when you took on this role?
Being a bitch. I'm sure my best friend backstage is laughing at me right now. She's like, ha, you can do that. No. I kept having to apologize to Connie in between takes. I was like, you don't really hate me, right? Please, like, don't get too into the character where you actually dislike me. There's some parts of it where I would never in a million years treat somebody like that. I would be so embarrassed too. So it's definitely interesting getting a chance to do it, but sometimes you just like are punching yourself right in the middle of the line. You're going, oh, you came off so bad. That was so mean.
Hi, Jeremy Singer from TDot TV, right over here.
How you doing?
It's a really amazing opportunity to always take on the character of a superhero, and there's 1,000 different ways that you can approach it. You know, besides actually going with the actual comic book. When you saw the script, when you know the character, what was the way that you wanted to take on this opportunity?
When I first read the script, I just certain parts you read and they don't totally make sense to you. When I read the script, and as actors do, you sort of picture yourself playing it. And as I pictured myself playing it is pretty much how it came out. And, our director for the pilot, David Nutter, he's a lovely man and he's a brilliant director. And between him and Andrew Kreisberg and Jeff Johns and the whole creative team, I just put a lot of trust in them because they've done this much longer and with much more success than I have. Going forward, I'll have a little bit more ownership of it, I think. But for now, it was just a matter of finding someone that can do extraordinary things and making people believe that it could actually happen.
Hi, Jeremy Singer from TDot TV.
Hi.
I'm not sure if you answered this before. I'm going to touch upon it again. You were talking about character depth and development. What's a fairy tale character that you would like to see brought onto the show and explored more?
Well, I did say the Mad Hatter for a couple reasons. I honestly love the character, and I love what Sebastian Stan has done with it. And he's from the audience and reviews that I've read, people really love him. So I'd love to see what happens with him. But there are some new characters that I would love to see, and people want to see mermaids on the show, and of course I want to have an evil mermaid on the show. But I'd love to see Jack and the Beanstalk, characters that we haven't seen, from fairy tales that we've read, and I'd love new characters to come in onto the show.
Hi, Jeremy Singer from TDot TV. It's interesting what Daniel said about how, along with drama, you're going to see more of like this kind of like mysticism, and then you're saying how it's going to be interesting to figure out, if their person's a ghost, it's a spirit, and you're going to dive more into that. Maybe this might be for the producers. Do you see the show having potential to dive into a sort of like the supernatural realm, to bring in different characters as far as, like the folklore of being like a ghost or being like in between like reality and the other side?
I'm not a producer, but I would say that what's neat about...
yes, you are.
Oh, yeah, I am. Yay! I'm too busy on the floor working. I don't count, no. But I got so excited about your idea, no. What I think is neat is when you open up that door, I think that allows a series to have a life beyond just what you're doing there, right? Now, of course, it all depends on where we want to go with it, but it's just that's why it's nice to have that extra dimension in there, because you just never know then where you can take your characters and what kind of questions you can ask and where you can go with it.
I also think it really depends on, like, we're going to watch how the audience perceives the show and listen to what people are saying. So if they like the sort of more spiritual and supernatural element, then we'll talk with CTV about that.